Hey guys, I wanted to share some things with y'all. First of all, Tony and I were talking about quarantine recipes because ingredients are hard to find right now and people are looking for cost-effective ways to feed their family. And I was talking with a friend yesterday and she's like, I don't even know what to feed my family anymore. And so I was going to share with you guys one of the things that we do. I always keep the Zatarain products on hand at my house because I just think they're so delicious and they're so easy. So basically I thought I would share with you guys how to do this. You can make this on a stovetop, but I love to do it in my crock pot. Because if I'm on the go, I can pop it all together in the morning and then dash out the door and come home and it just smells so good. And that is one of the things I love, is for my family to come home to something that smells delicious in our kitchen. When my husband comes home from a busy, hard day, or my kids come home from school, or walk in from playing outside, I'd love to hear, oh, it smells so good in here, Mama. And it's just that memory that I'm kind of putting in that mind of theirs. And when they grow up, I want them to cling to that and always remember having yummy dinners on the table. And they don't always have to be from scratch. And so I'm gonna just show you a fast and easy way to doctor up kind of a box dinner in these crazy quarantine times. So I am using 2 of the Zatarains. I prefer the one that has the cheese. This is jambalaya with cheese. I do love to make jambalaya from scratch as well, which I'll share with y'all sometime. But for now, I'm just gonna show you something quick and easy. And then any kind of sausage. It doesn't have to be kielbasa, it can be turkey, it can be anything you want, anything you can find, especially right now. And all I'm gonna do is chop it up and toss everything into my slow cooker with some water. A little bit of seasoning, some butter, and olive oil. You can add onions and bell peppers to this too. For some reason, I don't like it in the jambalaya. I like it in other products that they make, which I will show you my cheater product one day. That is one of my favorite things to make. But for some reason, I just like to keep this simple, especially when my boys are eating it too. Okay, so everything is in my crock pot now. My sausage, again, like I said, you can use other meat too. You can add chicken to it as well. You can add shrimp, which I would add at the very end, like the last 10 minutes, 10-20 minutes of cook time. I, for some reason, like this one simple, so I thought this would be a good first one to show y'all, because again, it's cost effective. Hopefully you can find these. It is a little tricky to find these right now because everything is so scarce. So all you're gonna do is plop everything into your crock pot, which I love a good crock pot. You'll see I will share crock pot meals with you guys a lot. And then it calls for 5 cups of water for 2 boxes. I like to use 6, so that's just a little trick. I like the consistency that it'll give you at the end and the texture. So all I'm gonna do now is add some olive oil, just a splash, and then I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. You can actually chop that up too and sprinkle it around if you want it to distribute a little bit better. And then I'm gonna add a little smidge of salt and pepper. Yes, there's a lot of salt and sodium in these kinds of products. But I just can't leave well enough alone. And then I love seasoning salt. It's truly like in my top 3 seasonings. And then listen, all I'm gonna do is pop the lid on this and I'm gonna cook it on high. I'm gonna set it for 4 hours so I can check it. If it looks done and the rice is tender, then I am going to just turn it on warm until we're ready for dinner. If it's not quite done, then I'll let it cook a little longer. And just like that, 4 hours, and it's perfect. So you too can come home to a delicious smelling house and a yummy dinner.